Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin with breaking news tonight. It appears the Fargo School District will most likely be willing to allow the pro-life groups in the school as long as they complete the required paperwork. Now, we received a statement from Fargo Public Schools today saying that although students approached administration back in 2014 about starting a pro-life club at Davies, administration never received a formal complaint or application from the group. However, emails obtained by us show the Davies assistant principal didn't think the group would be allowed because of what he claimed were ties to the church. And at Fargo North, administration received an incomplete application for a pro-life club. In their letter, both Davies and North gave them a space for their group to meet. They add that Fargo Public Schools would not intentionally discriminate against a student or a student group. Now, Fargo Schools will convene a task force to review its policies on and associated with student clubs and groups. The review of these policies will be completed before the start of the 2015-2016 school year. You can read the full letter on valleynewslive.com. Just search for this story.
You know, if you get a call from James Pierce, to call him back. He always gives his name. It's an 866 number. Just hang up.
Solid advice tonight from a fed-up employee of a Fargo business who is sick of scam phone calls. The caller, named James Pierce, is targeting area businesses. He claims that he will shut off your utilities if you don't pay up. Going to work for you, Valley News Team's Bradford Eric looks into this latest scam so you don't fall victim.
Scam phone calls are nothing new. Most of us are already on the lookout. The latest targets local businesses.
He was frantic that he tells you your power will be shut off.
Jackie Vetter works for Extreme PETA in Fargo. She says James Pierce has been calling several times a day, claiming to be from Xcel Energy.
And they are asking that people go get a reload card from Loaf and Jug, Hornbachers, Family Fare.
And once you get it, you're supposed to call back and he'll give you the address to send it. So I called James Pierce to see why he's targeting this business. Hi, I'm looking for James Pierce.
This is James Pierce. How are you doing, assistant?
Hi, my name's Bradford. I'm with Valley News Live here in Fargo. We got a call from you? Valley News Live. Mm-hmm.
What is that?
We're a news station.
You're a news station?
Mm-hmm.
And we're on live?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. Hi, Mom.
Why are you calling people? James Pierce hung up on me. Xcel Energy says they are aware of a number of scams floating around, advising scammers target victims to increase pressure to pay or have their service turned off. The company says scammers often require victims use prepaid cards and that small businesses account for almost 2/3 of reported scams.
I'm just kind of worried about the elderly people or people that actually go and pay this, that can't afford it, you know, and then they get scammed.
Vetter says if James Pierce calls, just hang up. In Fargo, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Xcel Energy says utility companies are being used by scammers nationwide, and they say they will first contact customers by mail, not over the phone. Go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story to see how you can report suspicious activity to Xcel. Well, the massive wildfires in Beltrami State Forest are still not contained. That's according to the information officer there. About 6,000 acres have been affected by the fire, but no structures have burned. The fire is being called Paulsburg Fire, named after the road it was by. Most of the land affected is on state land, and yesterday people were evacuated as a precaution, but the cause is still not known. Our wind has died down considerably from yesterday, but still no considerable rain to fight those fires. But right now, that sunshine and those nice temperatures are making it feel quite nice out there. Let's go to our chief meteorologist, Hutch Johnson, for more. Hutch?
Thank you, Stephanie. It really will be quite an enjoyable evening, and you are correct. We don't have as much wind as yesterday. There is a little bit of a weak cool front making its way through the region. We have 70s on the warm side of that system in Fergus Falls and Sisseton. Cooler 60s filtering in from the north. As that cool front passes through, you may notice some brief but gusty winds. Planning forecast temperatures falling through the 60s later this evening. North winds a little on the breezy side, but still good enough to get outside and enjoy, play a game of basketball or take the dog for a walk. Hey, we do have a chance at some soaking showers that will bring a lot of benefit to the region. And if this storm system stays on track, it will help green things up and lower our fire danger a little bit. I'll have details on that in just a few minutes.
I think a lot of people will be happy with a little rain to help.
Right. Until then, we remain dry and dangerous.
All right. Thanks, Hutch.
Yes.
A body that was discovered in a Fargo restaurant has been identified. John Thomas was found dead early this morning in a restroom in Perkins. The 57-year-old's body had apparently been there for several hours before it was discovered, and it appears he died from natural causes. Police say no foul play is suspected here, but they do plan on conducting an autopsy to confirm. Perkins wrote to us with a statement. If you would like to read it, go to valleynewslive.com and search for this story. An Otter Tail Lakes resort is back open after its roof collapsed yesterday. Thumper Pond had to move about 30 guests to other resorts in the area for some safety precautions. Fortunately, nobody was injured in this. The water park is still closed until further notice. Now, we did reach out to the resort for an update, and we have yet to hear back from the resort on this. It's an outbreak across the Midwest with more than 1,000 cases. At least 6 dogs have died from the dog flu. Some of the symptoms include a cough, a fever, and sluggishness. It's highly contagious, and it can even be passed on to cats. Dogs who get the flu are isolated, and some are treated with antibiotics. Fortunately, there have been no reported cases in North Dakota and Minnesota.
Many of the symptoms that we see mimic those of traditional kennel cough. And so it can be difficult many times to differentiate the two of those. So if your pet is not feeling good, then of course call your veterinarian and let you know what type of things to be looking for. But as of right now, we're not worried about this in our area.
And the flu strain isn't a threat to humans, but if your hands or clothes come in contact with a sick dog, you can transmit it to other dogs. Adrian Peterson will soon be an active NFL player. The NFL announced this afternoon that the Minnesota Vikings running back will be reinstated tomorrow and will be allowed to participate in all the Vikings off-season activities. He was suspended without pay last November after injuring his young son. He pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor for disciplining his child with a switch. Peterson is expected to follow through with his obligations to authorities in Minnesota and in Texas. More questions are popping up about security after a man flew a small aircraft onto the U.S. Capitol lawn. The man behind the machine is Doug Hughes, a 61-year-old Florida mail carrier who wanted to protest money in politics. His plan was to deliver letters to each of the 535 voting members of Congress. The stunt came at a time when the Secret Service is under intense scrutiny for one security breach after another. Just last week, a man shot himself to death outside of the Capitol. Hughes is free tonight, charged with relatively minor crimes, including violating restricted airspace. Well, if you'd like to help a good cause while eating some sweet treats, and who wouldn't, you might want to consider getting tickets for tonight's Sweet Miracles event. It benefits the Children's Miracle Network and Sanford Hospital, your Children's Hospital. A silent auction, a raffle, starts at 6 tonight. This is the 4th year the Courtyard by Marriott in Moorhead has held the event.
Do some wine sampling, have a couple drinks, do some silent auction bidding, have some really great food, good times, and it's all for a great cause. So as you're spending money, you know, having a good night out with maybe your friends or your significant other, it's just really a good cause at the end of the day that you can feel good about.
Tickets are $40 at the door. If you stop by, you could get a chance to meet Valley Today's Kyle Bosch and Lisa Badeau, who are both going to the event as well. Still ahead for us tonight, just as yard work season kicks off, we've got a recall of blowers that you'll want to know about.
And our stretch of dry weather continues, but there could be some promising signs for a soaking system this weekend. I'll tell you all about it coming up next in Weather.